So I wanted to just make a quick video this morning. I've been reading more and more from people trying to get into the influencer program. How much money can I realistically make, and how much time and effort is it going to be? And I wanted to respond to this because I do what most influencers do, which is I wake up super early, excited to see my earnings. This new habit of being excited to wake up every day. But the last few weeks hasn't been exciting because since May 16th, there's been a huge drop in earnings. And this isn't the first time that Amazon has changed things, that they're playing around on their end, and they don't really communicate with influencers. We're going to drop placement from this place on our page to this place, or we're going to do this on mobile, or now with the Inspire app, we're going to put a greater emphasis on vertical video. So you might get a lot more clicks, but less earnings. They don't communicate that, and so we try to figure that out. And so most influencers who are making a decent amount of money are part of like the subreddit or Facebook groups, and we post to make each other feel better, to say how much did you drop today, or how have things changed in the last few weeks for you. And so I just wanted to talk about my experience and what I think about moving forward. I have seen a drop, not as big as some and way bigger than others. But I would say that my earnings have been cut in half in the last few weeks. So I used to be excited to wake up to see if I had a $150 day, a $200 day. My biggest day was $285. And it was really exciting to wake up with the possibility of a big, big number day. Now I'm just hoping to have $100 days, which last month I averaged $115. And 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 now I've added an extra 100 videos to that, and I'm making less than that. And so that's kind of a little bit depressing, but at the same time, that's great money as a side income. And so there's that to consider. Is despite the drops, it's still pretty good. Now, is Amazon saturated? It's getting there. I mean, certainly there are a lot of people still trying to get in, and there's a lot more competition. It's harder to find products that are going to be home runs. And so that's challenging and frustrating. Now, Amazon has made other changes throughout the year, and what I found is the amount of money I make per video now as compared to 6 months ago, it's maybe 25%. And so you have to do a lot more videos and increase your conversion rates and have great thumbnails and get people to watch your videos. Uh, you have to be improving it as an influencer if you want to make money. And I'm guessing that a lot of casual influencers are dropping off because it's not worth it for them. Now, I'm invested. I've made about 600 videos now in 6 months, and so I'm making about 100 videos a month. And I've really ramped that up in the last few months to combat this decline in price or in earnings. And so I'm doing what I can. And so I will say this to those of you who are considering with the program or not. More than anything, it's just mentally taxing right now. It's frustrating not knowing from day to day if all your hard work is going to pay off like it did in the past. And so if you've seen that decline, that's really frustrating. At the same time, I know very, very few people who would say no to a $10,000 a year raise or potentially a $50,000 a year raise. And I'm on track for that. I would love to have an extra $50,000 this year. Now, am I putting some of that back into the program? Yes. And am I going to see a tax from all that? Yes. And so it won't actually be $50,000 that I net profit. But I'm getting nicer things for my home. We're upgrading our quality of living through this program, and I love that. And it is paying. My wife's in Europe right now, and Amazon Influencer is paying for her to have that opportunity. She's going as part of a school program, but we wouldn't have been able to do things like that in the past. I'm also finding that I can be way more generous. As a school teacher, I don't usually have a lot of extra money, and I still don't, but I have a lot of extra products that I can give away. And I've really loved that part of the influencer program, is having things that I don't necessarily need. And as I upgrade certain things in my life, I can give away other things, and that's been really wonderful. The other thing that I should say is the more video reviews, the shoppable videos that you make, the more likely you are to be contacted by Amazon sellers who want you to make videos for them. And many of them will pay a commission for you to review their products, or at least just give you really nice products. And I found that I've gotten some really cool things over these last several months, and that is scaling up. So even though earnings are going down per video, the number of people reaching out is going up. Now, there's good and bad that comes with that. I'm spending a half hour, 45 minutes almost every morning just communicating with Amazon sellers, saying yes and no to products, negotiating commissions, following up to make sure I get paid. And that's part of a business, right? And that business part isn't very fun. It's not something that I look forward to. When I wake up, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to email all the Amazon sellers in China. No, but the result is I'm getting more stuff. I just looked from this morning. So from last night till this morning, I got 15 emails from Amazon sellers. A few of them were confirming a commission or negotiating a future commission, but a lot of them were new offers. And from those new offers, I said yes this morning to 9 more products that would result in commissions of about $250. And the retail value of those products is relatively low, only about $350. But if you think, even if I do that once a week, if I batch and do all my correspondence once a week, I have been averaging commissions in that range for the last month or two, about $250 a week in commissions. So that's an extra $1,000 a month. Now, if I made nothing from Amazon Influencer, but just doubled down on Amazon sellers, I could be getting a lot of stuff. Say I 4 times to what I was doing right now. Well, then I could still make about $4,000 a month just from reviewing products. I would have a lot of products. Now, I don't want those products as much as the normal stuff I review on Amazon Influencer, because that's just stuff around my house that I already had, right? It's my number one choice of product. But I am finding that, for example, today I was offered a couple pairs of sneakers, and I need new shoes, so that's great. I was offered a tablet for one of my children, like a kid's tablet. That's pretty cool. That's a good Christmas present, right? I was offered a NAS hard drive, which is great. I'm not very techy, and so I don't know how great I'll be at reviewing these products, but because I've reviewed one in the past, somebody reached out to me. It's a higher priced product and something that would be really actually nice to have a little more hard drive storage and a personal cloud, which is really cool. And then clothes, other things that typically don't have great earnings on Amazon Influencer. So my long tail on those is not great. I make a lot more money from the products I just review when they're around the house, or occasionally I'll buy something on purpose, hoping that it will result in good Amazon earnings. But if Amazon, again, if the earnings continues to go down, I can still make some good money as an Amazon influencer just doing those sponsored posts for other people. So again, back to the original question, is it worth it to do Amazon influencer? Well, if you're willing to work and you want to work for that raise, to have that extra $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 a year, then yeah, it's probably still worth it. And I say work it because it is work. I'm putting in a lot of time right now. And I know a lot of people are getting burnt out and frustrated. And so you do what works for you. Of my new friends, or of my friends that are new to the program, or considering entering the program, I would say a good rule of thumb right now in the current environment is try to do 5 to 10 videos a week. And if you do that for 2 or 3 months, then you're going to start having anywhere from $20 to $50 days. And that's not bad. To have an extra 20 bucks a day or an extra 50 bucks a day, to have people start offering you free products, that's worth, and to do 5 to 10 reviews a week, that's a couple hours a week. It doesn't have to be a lot, especially if we're going to go to these shorter videos that are more vertical based. I don't know how I feel about that right now, but there are opportunities, and who knows? Sometimes there was a big drop in earnings back in March. And then after a few weeks, they reversed it and it went back, and then earnings were back where they were before. So it's possible that earnings actually improve with time. I wouldn't count on that until October, November, December when the holiday season comes in, but do the best you can. Well, this video is super long, so I better end it. I hope these videos are valuable. Obviously, they're not highly produced or edited. I just want to give you my honest take as an Amazon influencer. So if they are valuable, please subscribe and hit the notification button. Let me know in the comments if you have any additional questions, and I'll try to answer those. Thanks. Bye.